Welcome to Friday, everybody. I hope everyone survived the storm well on Tuesday. Our power was out for quite a bit, just like everybody else. But, not to waste an opportunity, my wife decided to create an audition tape for the Weather Channel for the on-scene reporter position. There's never a dull moment at the Kelly house, I can tell you that. And with that little gem behind us, let's get to some important things like this shout out. The progression of science marches on, and it comes about with a fair amount of help from SSAI folks. In this case, I want to highlight a newly published paper titled Reducing Uncertainties in Satellite Estimates of Aerosol Cloud Interactions over the Subtropical Ocean by Integrating Vertically Resolved Aerosol Observations. This paper was first authored by David Panama and his team of SSAI co-authors, Fulung Chang, Zujin Lee, Pat Menace, and Marianne Clayton. It was recently published in Atmospheric Chemistry and Physics Journal. Congratulations, guys. Way to go, team. I'm also going to throw in a bonus shout out this week, coming to us from way up north at Goddard. I figure it's good for us to know what other things are going on at SSAI outside of stars. Anyway, this shout out also highlights kind of the diverse things that we, as part of SSAI, get into. Specifically, here's a shout out to one of my former colleagues in the Global Modeling and Assimilation Office, Dr. Marangeli Fuentes. She was recently featured in a news interview about tropical weather on her home island in Puerto Rico. Mara knocked it out of the park. It was a great interview. I'll link to it below so that our Spanish-speaking friends can watch it. Of course, the rest of you can watch it too, but you'd be like me and not understand very much of it. But in any case, she knocked it out of the park. Way to go for her. Way to go, Team SSAI. Now I'm going to turn it over for our sponsor of the week, the IT department at the Randy Dye IT Operations Center, to get some info on changes in our email forwarding policy and Office 365 upgrade. Hi everyone. As many of you know, our IT department is really trying to upgrade our entire system so that we can better support you as you do your work for either SSAI or our NASA customers. Part of that process starts with the Okta enrollment. Hopefully most everybody has done that by now. If you have not enrolled in Okta, please do that this week. We really need to get everybody on board so that we can start rolling out our Office 365 and transition to that system. It's important to get there because it offers new capabilities. It allows us to get hold of things like Teams and other programs and processes that allow you to collaborate better and do better work. As part of that, the IT staff has started a Wednesday afternoon session to answer questions, get information out to people who are transitioning to Office 365. That'll be every Wednesday at 3 o'clock. More information on SSAI Connect to how to be a part of that session every Wednesday. Also, as we transition to Office 365, the auto forwarding email feature will be turned off so that you can no longer auto forward your SSAI email to either your NASA account or your personal email account. Now, we're doing that for several different reasons, and it is in fact to benefit you because we're no longer sure the way systems are, the cybersecurity works and systems are working now, that we can get you critical information if we allow the forwarding process. So it's a security risk to forward. Also, a lot of systems now don't trust anything that's auto forward, so they will dump them out, either delete them or put them in spam files so that you can't get them, or just won't be delivered if anything is sent out as a group. So we're going to have to turn that off. It's for your benefit. It won't be allowed once you transition to Office 365. Okay? Again, there is a lot of information about this on SSAI Connect. If you go to the front page, it's up on the top left-hand side. I encourage you to go there. Also, you can contact me if you have any questions. Thanks a lot. Now it's time for our weekly safety message. Hi everybody. During this whole coronavirus pandemic thing, there's been a lot of arguments about how to fight this thing. You should wear a mask, you shouldn't wear a mask. You can go to school, you can't go to school. This medicine works, but this one doesn't. But throughout this whole thing, there has been one thing that everybody's agreed upon, and that's been the social distancing part of it. And we've gotten pretty inventive about how we should say, you should social distance. Apparently people can't just say it should be 6 feet apart. So I'm gonna go through some things that I found that I thought were kind of humorous, and my brother helped me put all these things together, so let's get to it. The first one here is if you're a dog lover. For example, if you're a dog lover, you need to stay 2 Pyrenees apart, or 4 Beagles apart, or 18 Chihuahuas apart. This next one is, say you're from Kentucky. Then you would either say you're 1 thoroughbred apart, or maybe 8 Lincoln top hats apart, or 2 bourbon barrels apart. I think Anoop and them can figure that one out. That's probably one they use. Just kidding, Anoop. Then we have this from here. Oh, dude, I told you we can't put this kind of. This is a family program. What are you doing? What? Come. Sorry about that. My brother and I have come to an agreement that that kind of stuff is not allowed on this program. So, on to the next one. This one is from Virginia, and somewhere in Virginia. I can't remember, out west somewhere, but apparently you should keep 1 cow apart. If you're from Florida, then how about 1 average size alligator apart? That'll work. And then my personal favorite one is you should stay 1 Elon Musk dancing with maracas apart. So whatever one of these works for you, use it as a guideline and continue your social distancing. Thank you and be safe. All right, made it to the end of the week. Now just a couple of reminders. First, as always, don't forget to attend one of Anoop's briefing Tuesday, either Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon. Also, the talent show is Thursday, I think at 4. You can check SSAI Connect to be sure. And if I'm not mistaken, they still need 2 or 3 acts to be in the show, or you can just join me in watching it. And then Friday timesheets will be due, even though it's not the 15th, because the 15th is on Saturday. So they'll be due by noon on Friday. You have a wonderful, restful, and hopefully storm-free weekend.